Okay, so hi all, I'm here with Renji Lal. He's a filmmaker behind this wonderful film, Nawal, the Jewel. Welcome to London, congratulations with your film.
Thank you very much.
Lovely to meet you again. And yeah, for the benefit of the people that don't know this film, perhaps you could tell us what's the film about?
My film?
Yeah, the synopsis please, yeah.
This film is the real true story of an Iranian girl.
Yeah.
3 years back, one Iranian lady raped with an intelligence officer. The raping time, after the rape, she killed him.
Yeah.
But the Iranian court asked her, what is the right to kill him? Finally, what happened? The court given sentence to death for her. The World Human Rights also interfered that case. They request them, please release her. Then also the Iranian authorities hanged her. They executed the.
Yeah, because this is a true story.
True story.
We should point that out.
We are giving the two. In this film, we are presenting two stories. One is happened in Egypt. Egypt, one lady at the age of 30, she living without her identity. The youngest age, she is living as a man. How dare in this society, the male-oriented society, male-dominated society, the women are living purpose, they are changing their identity to as a man.
And I believe, is this film in 2 languages?
Yes, I make it two
very
languages.
very unusual. So, for instance, Reem, I know is the lead actress in this. Did she have to learn? She had to learn the dialogue, of course,
Yes,
but
yes.
she didn't know the language. Is
Yes.
that correct?
She didn't hear the language, about the language, our regional language. But she worked 6 months hard work.
Yeah.
Then she learned the dialogue. How we given the dialogue? First, we suppose what is the regional language is Malayalam. We are telling, "Evada nee pogunu." The meaning is, where are you going? Then we are writing every day, "Nee pogunu." First, we are giving the meaning.
Oh God.
Then the pronunciation.
Yeah.
Then how much speed we want to. Then 3 or 4 type delivery we are giving by cassettes, in video, in CD. Then she is hearing that dialogues every time. Gymming, walking, sleeping, then gym, then taking food. That every time she is hearing the dialogues.
And learning it.
Then she learned the dialogues.
Excuse me. And where did you actually make the film? Where was this? Where did you film this?
This film I shot in Oman and India, Kerala.
So the Oman, obviously, to make it look Iranian,
Iran,
of course.
Iran,
yeah.
they will not allow the.
Of course they won't. Yeah,
Yes,
there's no chance. So how did you secure permission to shoot in Oman? Was it quite easy to do?
Oman, they are promoting now for the film shooting purpose.
Right,
There are no any shooting or anything. My film is second film shooted in Oman.
Right.
First film was also from India. Second film is my film. Now they are promoting so many films for shooting purpose there.
So thank you. Can you explain? We know this is based on a true story, of course, and we know how it started and ultimately, unfortunately, how it ended. But quite a bit of this film, you're going to have to. You can't research. Obviously, you've made it the best you can with the knowledge that you have. But how did you create the script against the story, if that kind of makes sense? Because a lot of the film, you're going to have to not improvise or embellish, but you're going to have to make it the best that you can. I mean, how are you going? I know it's based on fact, but how do you fill that piece in? Because you've got to make assumptions, haven't you? You've got to make guesses. So how did you write to this factual event? How did that happen?
This happened. Next movie I am trying for the good subjects.
Yeah.
One day my wife show me a newspaper in front of me.
Yes.
In that newspaper, that news was a big news in worldwide. When she was in jail, that time she wrote a letter to her mother.
Yeah.
With a painful letter. So that letter was a very feelingful letter. That news she showed in front of me. Then I saw. Then I researched more about that subject. Then I understand this is good subject for a film. Then I called my own friend, Mr. V.K. Ajit Kumar. He is my classmate in MS, Master of Arts time. I called him. He's never write up to today any script before that. Then we sit with the subjects for a film. The script discussion is going time. My wife given me in front of me another newspaper. In that newspaper, in Egypt, one lady is living without her identity. Then I understand this subject also is we can correlate in wiseful method. Then I think how I can make both subjects in same way.
Well, this is it. How are you going to? How did you end up writing the story? Because it must have been very complicated to do that.
Yes, this is a very complicated subject.
No, actually, the story. I mean, actually, creating the script. That must have been quite a difficult task to make sure you stay factually correct and yet make it as dramatic as you possibly can.
Yes, I think I am very concentrated, very powerful in the script telling. I am concentrating first how make the scripts. That is the fundamental of the film. So I am very aware about the script first.
And because I think Eddie did the music in this, of course, Eddie Torres.
The editor.
Amazing music.
Yes.
How does, this is very difficult, but how do you give them a brief? What do you say to them? Because effectively, you're going to give them a film, presumably Rushes, or maybe you didn't give them, I don't know. But how do you arrive at the kind of thematic sound that you're after? Because he's got to create this, hasn't he? And how long did it take to get to the kind of music that you wanted in the film? And how difficult? It must have been very difficult.
Yes. Actually, I tried so many Indian musicians, Kerala musicians for these subjects. Then everybody talking about this thing. Then I think about Eddie Torres. Then I discuss with him. First I told, I want the Iranian cultural music.
Yes, so you've got to have that in that kind of sound, that music in that. Yeah.
Then Malayalam culture, Indian culture also we want.
Yeah.
In worldwide we want acceptance also.
Yeah.
So then first time I was some doubt. Can he? Then I given the first episode, means before interval I sent him.
Yeah.
Then I told, one reel you make, 10-minute reel you make first. Then we can decide. In first reel, he given me this amazing work. Then I completely threatened. Threatened means, how he done?
So pretty much the first time he got it right. So he got it. That's what I'm asking. So the music he provided for the first time, was that the music you went, wow, this is good?
Yes. Then what happened? Then I given a Malayalam area also, in Indian area also. That area he well studied and make the music. In the 10 minutes we have the old history. When the Reem's mother, Shweta Menon's young stage, that done by Anu Sidara, that area, 10 minutes area, he done very well. In Malayalam area, he don't know about Malayalam, he don't know the culture of Malabar, but he done in well.
So this will never happen, but it would be wonderful if you could show this film in Iran, but it's never going to happen, is it? But what reaction have you had in other regions, for instance in India, in Europe? What's been the reaction to this film?
This film I got more than 32 international awards now. I got, where I am sending this film, minimum I am getting 4 or 5 nominations. Best film, best director,
best actress, music,
best music score, best actress, best supporting actress, best screenplay. Minimum 5-6 nominations I am getting for international.
Oh, it's a fabulous film, there's no doubt, and it's very affecting. So obviously you're still promoting this, but is there something else you're working on now? What's the next film?
My next film?
Yeah.
I had 2 films, I committed 2 films. One is I am telling about the world politics.
Right.
In the world, we have 5 old cultures. Greek culture, Egyptian culture, Caucasian culture, Mesopotamian culture, Indus Valley Civilization. The Indus Valley Civilization was 3000 years back, it was the light of the world. This Indus Valley Civilization was in India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Iran some part. Unfortunately, world terrorism started this area. Now world terrorism also lying this area only. How the world terrorism starts? How we can demolish the world terrorism from this world? That is the subject next for me.
And if you don't mind me asking, have you always been a filmmaker, or did you have another profession before you became a filmmaker, or have you always been involved in filmmaking?
I was an assistant director, an associate director.
No, before that. So you've always been in films, is that correct? Or did you have another profession before you went into filmmaking?
Yes. I don't understand.
So you're in filmmaking now, but have you always been in filmmaking? Did you have another career before this one?
Yes.
So has this been your only career, is what I'm asking? I don't know, maybe you were a doctor before or something. Did you have another profession before going to filmmaking?
Yes, I am an assistant director, an associate director, and I was a college lecturer also. My MPhil thesis, the first MPhil thesis about cinema in the world,
right,
from 1995. That time nobody think about the study about cinema. That time my MPhil and PhD was from Madras University about the cinema.
And how difficult was it to bring this film and complete this film? How hard was it? Because you've got to raise the finance, you've got to get the cast.
I have a business in Kottaragram, my native place. My company name is Damu & Son Sales Corporation. I have a business
that specialises in this.
That is in hardware, tiles, building materials.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I see. So you do have a separate business.
Our businesses.
Right. Okay. And that allows you to be a filmmaker.
Yes.
Because obviously, okay. So, what was the best part about making this film? What did you enjoy most? What was the best part of making this film? What did you enjoy the most when you made this?
I am enjoying this industry. Means I can tell what I am thinking. I can tell to the society. That's why I like the film industry.
And if you could make this again, would you change anything in it? Is it how you hoped it would be? So this film are you entirely happy with it, or do you wish you'd put more stuff in, or do you understand what I mean?
Actually, the artistic mind, art creator,
yeah,
they can change the society. One film or two film can't change the society, but most of the artistic forms, drama, songs and films, they can change the society. They can give, change means they can give some things. We can put in the brain a blast. Then only they can think, everybody can think about what next.
And when you're making this film, when you were on set, how do you make sure that everyone, because it's a big job, you know, you've got to tell everyone what to do, yeah? That's part of your job. But how do you make sure that everyone sticks to your vision? How do you make sure that it all runs smoothly?
But that how can I tell? Means everybody is working with us, but we are tuning them. As per
right. You're tuning them, I like that. Yeah,
tuning them. Means as per my thinking, I am tuning music director, actor, writer, co-writer and cameraman, everywhere, editor. I am tuning as per my vision.
Well, like I said, it's a fantastic film. Really appreciate you joining us at Fusion, and well done.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you.